All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And for today, we're going to be showing some love to one of my favorite Marvel characters, and that's this guy right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be showing some love to the Wolverine, a character that cannot catch a break to save his life. I'm telling you guys, because even after getting 3 different uniforms that, as you can see, I've invested quite heavily into, right? Basically, anytime we talk about him is just to say so and so is better than Wolverine, and we wish Wolverine was better. I mean, even after getting his tier 3, right? The ultimate power, he still is underwhelming for a majority of us simply because we have so much love for this character. So expectations for him are just very, very high. And yeah, this is where we are right now. He's one of the tier 3s that we have that many people would never recommend. I think he's okay, but okay is not enough for what you need to invest into Wolverine and for where he needs to be. But nonetheless, boys, I did promise you guys that if many of you hit me up letting me know you wanted to see it, we would do it. So check it out, man. I slapped a CTP of Rage on Logan. Let me go ahead and say this right now. The only reason I'm doing this is to show you guys what he's capable of with a CTP of Rage. This is not me recommending that you play him with a CTP of Rage, because what he's gonna do with a CTP of Rage, you can do way better with Namor, Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, and other tier 2 characters to some degree. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm not here to shit on Logan today. That's not what we're gonna do, but I just want to be very clear here. If you're free to play, don't give Logan a CTP of Rage. And honestly, unless you have like a lot of these things or you're a content creator, you shouldn't be giving him one. Okay, just keep him with a regular obelisk, or even give him a CTP of a regen and drop him into PvP. He can kill a couple PHOs for you there. Okay, you have plenty of other PvE characters that unfortunately are way better than our beloved Wolverine. Now, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the build for him. It's nothing impressive. I definitely could have put a little bit more work into him, especially to get the dodge maxed out. But the one thing I hate about Wolverine is actually this counter slash that he has right here. If you have a lot of dodge and you get off a dodge when you put this thing up, you actually don't get the counter. So having a high dodge in his build is kind of productive, right? It really sucks, because even though the CTP of Rage is probably, well, not probably, at this point is definitely the best way to play Wolverine if you want to get optimal damage, giving him a CTP of Rage kind of hurts him at the exact same time, because it gives you a lot of dodge, right? And then you won't be able to use the counter if you're using him in this uniform. Well, you'll still be able to use it, but again, if you get off a dodge, right, you don't get the counter slash, you don't get the damage, you don't get the damage buff. It just kind of sucks. Feels bad, man. Anyways, this is the rest of his build. Haven't touched Logan in a long time. Might get this to type 3 and give you guys some PHO gameplay. Well, some gameplay of Wolverine taking on PHO, because I think that's actually a very interesting back and forth between the two of them, because Logan can actually kill him, but PHO can also kill Logan, and PHO is a hot commodity right now. Anyways, boys, this is the rest of the build right here, and let me show you all the uniform options. I'm thinking about picking up this uniform on Black Friday just to give him a little bit extra stats, because I love Wolverine. And you know, I know you guys are gonna give me shit for like spending a few minutes of the video here talking about how bad he is while I'm gonna show him off, but I want to put everything in perspective, because there's other combat characters and tier 2 characters that are much better than Wolverine, even if you invest absolutely everything that you can into the character. It's unfortunate, but it's just the facts. Okay, so I'm gonna show him off right here. I'm not gonna use him with any strikers in today's video, simply because this is about Wolverine, and strikers will skew the damage and make him look better than he actually is. And since I've never showcased him with a CTP of Rage, I want to give you guys a good idea of what his damage looks like now with a CTP of Rage. Keep this in mind though, this stage that I'm on right now with Wolverine, I needed to use strikers to clear this thing before. However, now with a CTP of Rage, Logan can actually do this quite comfortably. So the CTP of Rage is actually quite significant of an upgrade for Wolverine. All right, let's do it. Now, using Wolverine with a CTP of Rage is a little bit riskier for me on this stage particularly, simply because we have the blade twister, and oh my goodness, if you guys have seen any of my previous videos, you know that for the longest time, I've been running Wolverine with a snare immunity obelisk from back in the day when he was ABX meta, right? Yeah, so a long time ago, that's what I had on him, and I never changed it, right? So I got so used to being able to run through the blade twisters, but now that I'm using him with a CTP of Rage, I have to be a little bit more careful, because if I get caught by the blade twisters, I can actually die, which kind of sucks because Wolverine should be damn near unkillable. Okay. Also, for his rage proc, you definitely want to kind of space it out, because there's 2 parts to his attack. So it's kind of like Namor, where you want to wait until like there's like 2 or 3 seconds left on the rage proc, and then you attack with the tier 3, and then have the second half of the tier 3 trigger the rage proc again. That's what I found worked best for me. Okay, so we're gonna go 5 year, then tier 3. I'm probably gonna get hit, get cancelled. Oh, nice. We dodged a couple. Nice, we dodged a couple of those, so that was actually not bad. That was not bad. See, the dodge is definitely helpful for bumping up his survivability, because he has those gaps in the iframe and stuff, which I used to have a problem with the gaps in the iframe, and I still do, because then you get caught up in the blade twister and that kind of stuff. But it is understandable, because Wolverine is Wolverine. He shouldn't have a whole bunch of iframes, right? But it would be nice if he had like one of his skills that gave him immunity besides his tier 2. Let me just move out of that. Like if his oh, come on. Really? So sad. If his third skill gave him immunity instead of a guard, that would have been so good. And if it was like immediate immunity. Okay. We're gonna try and see if we can do something cheeky here. Really? Everything interrupts his counter, man. It's so annoying. Like if you get hit by the purifying wind, you don't get the counter. You get hit by the blade twister, you don't get the counter. You get hit by the time freeze, you don't get the counter. Like it's such a bad counter skill. Like I think this is literally the worst counter skill in the game right now. It's so sad, because he got it, then Bishop got it, then Silver Surfer got it, and they just took his as the base. And hold up, let's get out of there, right? And then they just basically made it so that it's better for everybody else, which it really sucks, man. Like hashtag justice for Wolverine. Man, I know he's definitely not the worst tier 3, right? But he's down there on the totem pole. I think he's pretty like average, right? I guess he's what you would call a jack of all trade, a master of none. Oh boy. Okay, I thought I was gonna get clapped from that, right? He can do PvE and he can do PvP, but he's not gonna be like the top of anything. Okay, let's actually go ahead and clap her. This is actually a pretty significant upgrade for me, because like I was saying earlier, right? This is what I was doing with strikers before, and just by putting a rage on him, he's now able to cut through it faster. But keep in mind that with a CTP of rage, right, I can do like 65, 70, hold up. Oh gosh, she's having a field day. Like, are you good, Proxima? Did Corvus give you the bad news that he's finally tired of your shit, bro, and he's just gonna leave you? Like, holy smokes, like what is going on? This girl is just making the rain lightning bolts infinitely. Anyways, as I was saying, right, this is definitely a significant upgrade for Logan. But keep in mind, with a CTP of Rage, Namor can do 65 plus. Same for Mr. Fantastic. And Cap is pushing 60, close to those guys. So yeah, you have other combat tier 3s that are much better, but Logan is looking pretty decent. Okay, please go away. Anyways, boys, let's actually go play against Corvus here. I'll show you guys what he can do on his own. Proxima is super duper annoying. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. He's like, seriously, she's so annoying. And we go run 60 here without any strikers. Now, before you guys hit me in the comments letting me know that stage 60 is not that impressive for having a CTP of Rage, let me just say this, man. You are correct, okay? He should be able to do way higher, not even just because he has a CTP of Rage, but just because of the fact that he's Wolverine, right? Let me just say that. I'm trying to avoid the blade twister, but again, I get hit by one of them. Like, the modifiers here are terrible for him, because he's gonna get like interrupted every single time, Like if he gets hit by the purifying wind, that's gonna stun him. He gets hit by the trap, the Pentagon trap, that's gonna time freeze him. And if he gets hit by Corvus, that's gonna paralyze him. Oh my goodness. And then, hold up, if he gets hit by the Blade Twister, that's gonna bind him, right? So it really sucks, man. Okay, Wolverine, get out of there, bro. Let me actually cut this guy down. But you guys also got to give him a little bit of credit simply because of the fact that since he's not a speed type, he's taking a 50% damage reduction here. And that's something you guys always need to keep in mind. So give him credit for that, because this modifier here is actually pretty nasty. So he's losing 50% of his damage. But not just that, you also need to remember that this is no strikers, right? He's doing this off of the strength of his kit, the rage, and obviously Nick Fury's support with Shuri, obviously. But yeah, I think you guys should give him a little bit of credit for this. Also, some of you guys may be wondering, how is he doing this with no ignore dodge in his build? Well, it's very simple. His forward skill is, oh gosh, I got caught. His forward skill is stackable, so you always want to open with that, because even though it says 40%, I personally think it's given way more than that. Like, you look at it and it clearly says stack 2 times, and if I use it a 3rd time, it's gonna stay stack 3 times, stack 4 times, stack 6 times, right? So there would be no reason for it to keep saying it's stacking if nothing is happening, right? So I think that's the reason why he can do this high up even with no ignore dodge, and I've showcased it before, right? So it's not just because he has rage, it's just because of the forward skill here. That's why you're gonna always notice I open with the forward skill and then I do everything else, because I want to make sure I have some ignore dodge up, so nothing, well, not nothing, but everything for the most part is hitting. Everything that I can ensure that's hitting will hit. Okay, let me just tag Fury in. Oh, you can get another buff. Jeez, Fury just finessed. What? Bro, okay, I may be blind, so I'm gonna have to rewatch this thing. I don't know how Nick Fury got hit. I was just about to talk some smack saying, yo, oh my goodness, Fury just finessed his way out of that. But like, I have no idea what clipped him, bro. And now I'm just big mad. Wow, this guy actually moved out of it. I'm so mad. I'm gonna have to rewatch this and see what hit me. I swear sometimes this game is cheating. And by sometimes, I mean 99.9% of the time when you're playing World Boss Ultimate, the boss is cheating. Like, for real, bro. They hit you in some really weird places at some, like, sometimes the hitbox is just not that big, bro, and they'll still somehow hit you. Yo, go away. Let me see what hit me this time. See, nothing hit me this time, bro. This guy be cheating, bro. Like, I swear this game is cheating, bro. Like, the game heard me talking smack and it's like, oh yeah, you gonna talk smack? I'm gonna smack you in the face. Anyways, let's pop that tier 3. Pop that thing for me. Damage is disgusting. That's mental. Okay, come on. Yo, it's so sad that he just keeps getting caught by all these stage effects. Whew. Nice try. Gotta give him credit for staying alive though. He got caught in the man, it's just Wolverine. What are we gonna do with you, Wolverine? You know what? This is shred him. Really? I thought we could kill him in that. Okay, so we're down to 1 bar here. I think he could probably do like 62, maybe 63. So that's pretty good for being on his own out here, right? Again, I know a couple of you guys are not going to be happy with his performance here. You're just going to say, man, CTP of Rage, and this is all he can do. I think it's pretty good, right? It's definitely more than you could probably get out of Black Panther, Spider-Man, and a few other tier 3 characters like, I don't know, Magneto. Anyways, not the point. He shouldn't be this weak, or regardless of the fact that there's other characters that are weaker than him. Anyways, boys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, you know what to do, man. Hit that dislike button 2 times. I said 2 times, god damn it. And if it's your first time here, feel free to hit that subscribe button on your way out, because this is what we do, and we do it daily, you dig? Also, man, make sure you turn on post notification if you're really down with the gang.